I'm really starting to think that Activision legitimately has no idea what kind of matchmaking system was used in classic Call of Duty. I mean, I do think too much time has gone by between the golden age and now, that they truly don't know what we mean when we say we want classic matchmaking. Black Ops 7 was trying to make it sound like they knew what we wanted by having both standard and open matchmaking, but you guys know how I feel about that. I made videos about it. Aside from the fact that the open matchmaking has some level of SBMM in it, there was also the fact that the player base was split between two different matchmaking systems. To me, that defeats the point of having open matchmaking in the first place. And I know, Black Ops 7 has refined things over the months. You'll say, Jimmy, they're doing better, mainly because the player base has gotten so small that they had to condense things. But now here we are again, leading up to Modern Warfare 4, and we finally have some new information and intel on matchmaking. But it's not the kind of information and intel that you wanted to hear if you're an old school COD player like me and a lot of you. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Jimmy, your Chaos. Yes, I read every single comment on every single video, and yes, this is a video of frustration. You're going to hear it in my voice, so stick with me here. The other day, Activision posted this on their social media. Today's video is sponsored by Eneba. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you've probably heard me mention them before. Eneba is an online marketplace where you can save money on digital game keys, gift cards, software, subscriptions, and a ton of other digital products. I was browsing the site the other day, and some of the deals, they're honestly wild. For example, you can get 11% cash back on Assassin's Creed Shadows, or if you've never played Resident Evil Village, one of my favorite horror games of all time, you can grab it starting at just $4.73. There's huge discounts on all kinds of games, often well below their regular Steam prices, which makes it a great way to build your library without spending a fortune. And it isn't just games. You can also find Windows licenses, antivirus software, gift cards, streaming subscriptions, and pretty much any digital project you can think of. Eneba also has a rewards app called Snakzy. It lets you play mobile games, complete simple tasks, earn coins, convert those rewards into funds for your Eneba wallet. If you'd rather, you could also cash out through PayPal, Amazon gift cards, several other reward options. So technically, you could spend some time playing mobile games and use what you earn towards your next Call of Duty purchase, which is honestly a pretty cool concept. The app already has paid out over 1.2 million to players. I can tell you from personal experience, so it's surprisingly addictive. Whenever people hear digital marketplace, they naturally have questions. That's completely understandable. And what I like about Eneba is that it works similarly to eBay. Multiple sellers compete with each other, which helps keep prices low, and you can check seller ratings and reviews before you make a purchase. Many sellers have thousands of positive reviews, and Eneba also offers buyer protection if something goes wrong with your order. Gives you that extra peace of mind. So if you're looking for a new game to play, you want to save some money on gift cards, or you just need any kind of digital product, click the link at the top of the description or scan the QR code on your screen to check out Eneba. And if you decide to try Snakzy, use my promo code chaosgaming or scan the Snakzy QR code on the screen to claim a $10 welcome bonus. Now let's get back into the video. Over the past year, we've continued to learn a lot about multiplayer matchmaking through player data and community feedback. We're also excited to see all the recent love for Black Ops and Black Ops 2, which reinforce there are many elements of those experiences that players appreciate. Starting this week with Season 5, we're updating Black Ops Classic, Quick Play, and Party games in Black Ops 7 with a new matchmaking system inspired by those classic games. We'll continue to offer open playlists in Black Ops 7, and we'll also include open playlist options in the upcoming Modern Warfare 4 beta. Thanks for your continued feedback as we stay focused on player experiences that go beyond expectations. Jump in and let us know what you think. Just like that, the new classic matchmaking system was introduced to Black Ops 7 and seemingly giving us the idea of what the Modern Warfare 4 matchmaking was going to be like. Matchmaking was going to be like, and all of this is no doubt heavily influenced by the fact that Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 ports, which actually use classic matchmaking, are completely embarrassing the Call of Duty brand behind the scenes right now. They are. Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 are destroying everything else COD related on the market right now. And between that and the drastic loss of players that Warzone and Black Ops 7 experienced, I'd say throughout the last 10 to 12 months, I say Activision can't ignore it anymore. You have two ports of games that are, 12, 13 years old and 15 years old, and they didn't even necessarily do a lot to them. They're not remasters. They're ports, and they're dominating. Why is that? That's the question, right? Why, if we try to self-reflect or look in the mirror, why is that? It's the stuff we harp on and talk about all the time, but this channel's all about nostalgia, and you got to get with the times. No! There was a reason we talk about the golden age in such fond memory. There was a lot bad with it, yes, but there was a ton good, and one of those things was classic matchmaking, which I get so frustrated because we shouldn't even be having this conversation. It just makes absolutely no sense to me. Anyway, a lot of people took this announcement as an official victory over SBMM. They tweeted on X, or X'd on X, oh yeah, we're winning, we're back, Call of Duty's back, it's going to be the best year. But then, they actually got to experience the new classic matchmaking system in Black Ops 7. It wasn't what people were thinking. I do want to point out something. Back in the early days of Black Ops 7, people were calling me a conspiracy theorist because I didn't think open matchmaking worked the same way as classic COD matchmaking did. Go look at the videos, they're on my channel. People were insisting that open matchmaking was actually classic matchmaking. Well, guess what? We now have 1,000% confirmation that it wasn't, and I was right, because if open matchmaking genuinely was just classic matchmaking, they wouldn't have to do any of what they are saying and what they posted out right now. So yeah, this is my retroactive, I was right, tap on the shoulder, pat on the shoulder, brag, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, let's get back to the topic. I'm sorry. So immediately upon classic matchmaking coming out, of course, people started noticing major issues. Because what should have been a very quick matchmaking system with a really diverse set of ranks and skill levels that really just ended up being SBMM all over again, yeah. Classic matchmaking in Black Ops 7 still takes a really long time to match players together. The lobbies disband. Why? I don't know. And from everything I've seen, a lot of people are only getting into lobbies with the same high-level players over and over and over again, despite the matchmaking, supposedly, air quotes here, being totally random and connection-based. And despite it being classic, air quotes again, there's no multi-match rivalries because, again, the lobbies disband. How can you say it's classic if the lobbies disband? Does that sound like classic matchmaking to you? Maybe some of you weren't around back then. But the old heads here and the youngs like me, you're nodding your head in unison with me right now, right? Sounds to me like this is exactly the kind of nonsense matchmaking that Modern Warfare 2019 had and Black Ops Cold War had. And after the backlash, Activision released a second statement on social media. They attempted to clarify things, and that clarification read, "We've seen your questions about the difference between open and the new system. The new system builds on what we've learned with smarter team balancing, wide match variety, improvements that help keep matches full, and a better experience for mixed-level parties. We believe these changes will deliver a better overall experience for all the players with the variety players love from classic Call of Duty. Open playlists will continue to be available in BO7 and the Modern Warfare beta. We'll keep listening and learning from player feedback and match data to refine the system to make every match more fun." So yeah, that clarification, air quotes again, doesn't tell me anything. And naturally the community's pissed because it shouldn't be this difficult. Look at whatever matchmaking is in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 and copy paste that into Black Ops 7. But they're seemingly incapable of doing that, or they just straight up don't want to do that, because at the end of the day, SBMM makes way too much money, and this engagement optimizing nonsense that they do behind the scenes, to me, leads to way too many bundle purchases from little Timmy. It just does. They were never going to actually get rid of it, but now the community is pretty pissed off, more than they have been in a long time, which is saying something for the Call of Duty community, with what is being called classic matchmaking. It's actually really terrible matchmaking for Black Ops 7 right now. I mean, it's just more of the same that Activision has done and looped over and merry-go-round since Modern Warfare 2019. And it seems like no matter how many Activision statements get released, the community doesn't actually know what's going on. And the developers still don't want to be straight with us about why they don't just copy-paste the actual classic matchmaking system. It's very simple. But when you're hiding behind smoke and mirrors for whatever reason, and you put out these vague statements that are word salad that we have to pick apart and try to figure out what they mean, instead of just saying, hey, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 are a huge success. We see it. Classic matchmaking from those games is what everybody wants. We're going to go ahead and put it in Black Ops 7. You guys have fun, rip it up, and we'll be back for Modern Warfare 4. We can't do that. We can't. We have to have corporate speak. And you have to have PR experts put everything out. Make sure you leave a loophole here. Make sure you don't say this in case we want to backtrack on this. And the community sees it. But what are they going to do about it? I mean, well, what you do is you leave the game, right? That's your option. You go play something else that you find enjoyment in, that you don't get frustrated on the daily. There you go. That's the video. Let me know what you guys think. See you soon.